Hello again and welcome back to section 5. So in the previous presentation we dealt with foods and drinks which we should not be eating, basically things that are detrimental to good quality sleep. This presentation slide is the opposite. We're going to be looking at foods and drinks which we should be eating, things that promote good sleep. So as I stated earlier, by now we all know which foods and drinks are good for us and which are bad for us. But most of our knowledge on that is based around ill health effects caused by bad food and drink, things like diabetes, cancers, or other ill health effects. This course and these presentation slides solely focus on sleep. So getting your nutrition and hydration right can pay huge dividends in your ability to get to sleep quickly and stay asleep for longer. So what are they and how do they work? But first, before we move on, I must stress that the next presentation slide, that's number 3 in this section, that's the one that focuses on vitamins and minerals contained within these foods. That slide breaks those vitamins and minerals down and explains how they actually work. So don't worry about not going into too much detail on this presentation. All we're doing here is solely focusing on the food and drink. So let's start with the drink, green tea. So green tea is a very powerful antioxidant in its own right. It's fantastic for your health and well-being. However, its benefits for sleep are very underrated. It actually contains something called theanine, which is very good at reducing stress and neurotransmitter excitement within your brain. So it basically helps you to relax and it calms you down. It also contains something called catechins, which has powerful medicinal properties. Again, throughout all these foods and drinks within this presentation, when you're out purchasing them, always go as best quality as you can and as organic as you can, whenever you can. I know how expensive food and drink can be at the moment. We've just paid a food bill ourselves and it's extortionate. But you do get what you pay for and it's a lot healthier for you in the long run. What about dark chocolate? Some people regard this as a treat. However, not milk chocolate. This is dark chocolate we're talking about. There's huge health differences between milk chocolate and dark chocolate. So dark chocolate contains tryptophan. Remember this from section 2. We only get tryptophan from food. The body doesn't make it itself. And we must have tryptophan to produce serotonin. So dark chocolate also has lots of potassium and magnesium. Now remember, as I stated earlier, we're going to deal with these vitamins and minerals and break them down in the next presentation. So when you're buying dark chocolate, always aim for at least 75% cocoa. I buy 85%, and again, always try organic if you possibly can. What about nuts as a snack? The perfect snack, some people would say. Again, these are very high in potassium and magnesium, and don't forget the good brain food, good quality fats contained within the nuts. I always prefer to go for pistachios and Brazil nuts, but that's because they contain lots of selenium within them, which is another powerful antioxidant. Let's look at eggs next. These are a fantastic source of tryptophan, melatonin and vitamin D. They're also surprisingly high in serotonin as well. I hard boil these and keep them in the fridge. Really good for a snack as you pass by. Let's look at tomato juice next. Tomato juice is very high in potassium and magnesium again, but also high in vitamin B6. I particularly use this as a drink at night when I'm taking my vitamins and minerals, my supplements. We're looking at fatty fish next. We're looking at things such as herring, salmon, sardines, tuna and anchovies. Fatty fish is very, very high in omega-3s and vitamin D. But remember, omega-3 for our brain food, very important. Lastly, we're going to be looking at a meat, a turkey and chicken. These are very high in tryptophan and selenium. So we've looked there at some of our best nutrition and hydration for promoting good quality sleep. Now this feeds nicely into our next section where we're going to be looking at vitamins and minerals. We're going to break them down into specifics and look at how they're contained within these foods and drinks and how they promote good quality sleep. So review this presentation slide with your workbook, and again I'll catch up with you on the next slide. Bye bye for now.